Hey, what is going on, guys? It's DK. Back at you with another video here to bring the 5-game NBA Summer League slate on Friday. Before I get into the video, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. My name is DK. I make daily videos and live stream for NBA and NFL slates on Draftkings, also making videos for PGA, Daily Fantasy Sports, and NBA Top Shot. If you're unable to watch the YouTube videos, I also upload an Apple Podcast. I'll have a link down below. It's called the DKDFS Show. Premium content. If you're interested in that, I offer that on patreon.com. 4 different packages. Esports package includes Call of Duty and CSGO. NBA package includes Summer League. NFL package includes preseason. And Gold package, which is a combination of everything. I'm also posting my golf spreadsheets there for free every single week. I do want to thank the presenting sponsor, Prize Picks, of this video. So, Prize Picks. If this is your first time watching my videos, how you play is Prize Picks post players and their projected fantasy scores, and you either take the over or the under. It's pretty simple. You can mix and match sports. Again, you can see all the different sports they have up here. They have every single sport you can think of. So you can take over under on fantasy points, or you can go to single stat where you can take over under on like straight up points, sometimes of assists and rebounds here too. So if you guys want to try it out, you can sign up using the code DKDFS. DKDFS, all one word, link down below. You get a 100% match up to $100. Basically, put $100 in, you'll get a free $100 to play with. And Prize Picks has been phenomenal for us to start for Summer League, even preseason here. So we'll go over this in a sec. My 2 picks I gave out, Prize Picks for the NFL preseason video, JJ Taylor over hit, Brian Hoyer under hit. And then I gave out 3 in this video, Patrick Williams over hit, Tyrese Maxey over hit, and Bull over just short, shot 6 of 17. Brutal. But yeah, 2 of 3 there. And then I gave out a few in the Discord. Banton under, Patrick Reed over, and Langford was a DNP, so that's just a wash. So it went 4 of 5 on NBA and 2 of 2 on NFL. So again, really, really solid day. And we're going to have a special promotion tomorrow. So I'm not going to give any hints on what I like right now because special promotion tomorrow. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, guys, because it's going to be a 25% boost. So if you use my 2 plays tomorrow and it wins, you'll get a 25% boost on that. So again, tomorrow, make sure to follow me on Twitter. I will tweet it out. All right. And finally, I really just want to give you guys a special shout out. The past week or so has been crazy, really. Summer League, so much support, so many big wins. Really, really do love to see it, guys. If you do enjoy this content, if you could, leave a like button on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you don't upload videos and you don't go live. I'm going to say for NFL preseason game or slate tomorrow, no YouTube video. I have my stuff up on Patreon, but just a timing thing. I have an early flight tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to make a YouTube video for the NFL preseason slate. All right, let's talk about this 5-game slate, guys, and we'll start. Oh, first, I guess we got to go over my lineup. So, man, I'm just getting hit with bad luck now. Yesterday, I had the Diakate injury, Diakate ejection, Tyrell Terry injury. Now, I still cashed even with the injury. Would have taken down if Tyrell Terry didn't get injured. And tonight, I get the Carson Edwards injury. Now, my original build, I actually had Tyrese Maxey and Hauser GOAT for Boston. He went crazy at like 2% ownership. He was a guy that a lot of you got on. It was included in my player pool because of minutes and the fact that there just really wasn't anyone else down there. But yeah, if I go Maxey and Hauser like I originally had, I'm finishing in 4th in this and winning $750. So kind of kicking myself, but I played it safer. I felt like, Hauser, I felt Edwards could have matched Maxey was my thinking, or came close, and then I definitely preferred Highland to Hauser. So that's the reason I want this direction. Now, in the higher stakes stuff, a lot of people had the same build. I think like 15 people had the same build. But yeah, if I go that other way, it's a 4th place finish and $750, but it is what it is. Again, members, as long as you avoided Carson Edwards and an injury, we had some big wins. NFL, Mark, big win, like a 5-6x day for himself. Actually went up a little bit after that as well. Again, this was in the big tournament. We had members all over the top of the leaderboard. That's just the $10 one. Torrey, takedown, let's go. A great lineup. Maxey, Christopher, Reed, Bull, Sengun, Flynn, Hauser, and Akun Purcell. And then Gabe as well. Congrats, guys. Love to see the takedowns. Again, a lot more big wins in the Discord. Just not going to go through every single win, but very successful night as long as you avoided Carson Edwards. Now, if you played Carson Edwards like myself, it sucks, right? Playing injury is so frustrating, and I'm praying that I don't have to deal with that again. Now it's, again, 3 straight slates. Ejection, injury, injury. So as long as I can avoid that, should be able to get in the cash. But all right, now let's talk about this slate. So New Orleans and Cleveland. On the New Orleans side, we have Kyrie Lewis and Najee Marshall at the top at 7.8K and 7.7K respectively. I think both are decent plays. And Marshall should play 25 to 28 minutes. He's a guy that will handle the ball a decent amount. 12, 5, and 5 last game. And then Najee Marshall, 27, 28 minutes. Again, a guy that is a decent rebounder, can also stuff the stat sheet. So both are fair plays. Neither priority plays, though, for me. Pesneskis has played 21 and 23 minutes. I think he's a fair value play. Again, decent point per guy, good rebounder. And then we got to talk about Trey Murphy, because I feel like some people might not look at this. But yeah, he's the flat mid price. So not sure what Draftkings is thinking with that. Obviously, he wasn't in the player pool the first couple slates, but 28, 30 minutes, he's the rookie. 43, 26 fancy points. Yeah, obviously one of the better values on this slate. All right, moving on to Cleveland. So what I want to mention here is keep an eye on Okoro and Mobley. Okay, the article I read to begin the Summer League was that Okoro was only going to play the first 2 games and Mobley the first 2 or 3. So this is now their 3rd game. If I had to guess, I think Okoro doesn't play, and I think it's 50-50 with Mobley. So we could get some value here for Cleveland. Again, I really don't think Okoro plays. I'm going to avoid Mobley for now unless we get like confirmation that he's going to play. So let's say these 2 guys are out. Then who ends up starting, right? Kevin Gelly obviously gets a usage bump on the offensive end. Like who else starts? My guess is maybe a guy like Travion Blewett moves in to start for Okoro. He could become value. Like whoever starts from Mobley would be good value. And then we have guys like, Lamar Stevens is probably going to run the offense or be a guy that gets a big bump usage-wise. Like would really like him. So right now it's kind of a wait-and-see approach for me for Cleveland. But again, I don't expect Okoro to play, and I think Mobley is 50-50. All right, Golden State and Oklahoma City. So Kuminga, Moody at the top. Kuminga's just too pricey for me at 8.6K. Would rather go to other spend-ups. Moody, pretty reliant on scoring. He's priced at 6.5. Probably not going to do it. The guy that I like again is Gary Payton at 4.7. And the reason is he's a stat sheet stuffer. 1 for 13, 5 and 5 last game. He'll handle the ball a decent amount. Only 4.7K. And it's also a shooting guard, even though he'll play a lot at the point for this team. So I think Gary Payton's a pretty nice value play at that price point. And that's that was one other guy I mentioned here, McLaughlin. Now, this is not Jordan McLaughlin. I think his name is, it's not Jordan. It's something else. So when I think in my first video, I was like, oh, it's Jordan McLaughlin. It's not Jordan McLaughlin. I think it's his brother, Jaden McLaughlin maybe. But he's been coming out the bench 21, 20 minutes, and it's actually been pretty solid. So as a flyer in GPPs, I think he's worth a look. I'm moving on to Oklahoma City. So right now, we'll have to monitor the status of Josh Giddey, right? He was out. He rolled his ankle early in the first game, missed the second game. We'll see about this game. If he is out, then it's going to be Maladon and Trey Mann. They're going to be the high-usage guys in this offense. Now, Maladon was a huge letdown last game. The usage was there. He handled the ball. He just couldn't hit a shot. 2 of 11, 14 fancy points. If Giddey is out again, Maladon's ownership is probably going to be like 5%. So recency bias, he should be very, very low on. But we saw the upside, right? He can go for 35-plus fancy points. So don't mind him as a contrarian spend up. Again, Trey Mann had a really bad shooting game first game. Still a bad shooting game 2, but did better than peripheral stats with 7 assists and 6 boards. So at 6K, again, if there's no Giddey, I think he makes for an interesting play in the mid-range. Robinson Earl, they have him listed as a small forward. Again, he's not a small forward. He is their big. So I think he's a pretty safe play at that price. And I'll mention Aaron Wiggins at 4.2. Hasn't been playing big minutes, 23 first couple games, but rookie, and has gone for 24 and 30 fantasy points. I think he is definitely in play for some salary relief. I'm moving on to the Knicks. So got to really like the Knicks, right? They run a super, super tight rotation. So quickly in top, and I don't think I have to spend a ton of time on these guys. 37, 34 minutes. Toppin, 37, 35. Massive minutes and high usage guys. Really, really do like both. Again, don't play Kevin Knox. He is not on the team. Jericho Sims, oh my gosh. Can I tilt about this for a little bit? I had a low on Sims yesterday. Again, that was when I cashed with the Tyrell Terry injury. But like no one played him in the high sixes. If he just had a decent game, I could have came close to taking down with Terry. He played 31 minutes, had 13 points, fantasy points, 9 fouls. I was sweating two guys fouling out. K-Cock had 8 fouls, and Sims had 9 fouls. But yeah, he was awful last game, but the minutes should be there for him. He's now played 30-plus minutes in back-to-back games, so I think he is viable for that reason. And then we got a couple other valid plays to talk about. So McBride was literally unowned. No one played him last slate. He went absolutely off. He's a rookie. Played 26 and 28 minutes last couple games. I think his ownership is going to go way up now. But again, the positive here, minutes are there for McBride. And Quentin Grimes, been starting and playing big minutes, 30-plus minutes for him. Now, he's not the highest usage guy, but he's 4.6K. So, yeah, a lot to like here for the New York Knicks. Now, on the opposite side, Detroit, not a ton to like. They're kind of like the Magic, pretty loaded team, spread out the minutes. So, there's really not much here. I think Saddiq Bey and Cade Cunningham are fine spend-ups if you have this salary, but neither are going to be priority plays. 30 and 31 minutes for Saddiq Bey is decent. Cade Cunningham, 26 and 29. So, yeah, I think both those guys are viable, but neither are going to be priority plays for me. And then the rest are kind of just stayaways. Like Killian Hayes, Sekou, I feel a little bit pricey. Saban Lee probably plays 25 minutes on the bench. I guess he's fine. Luka Garza's been really good when he's been out there, but right now he's just not getting a ton of minutes, which is kind of weird. Right? He's really played well. So keep an eye on the starting lineup. I will say this again. If Detroit moves Garza into the starting lineup, then I would like him a lot more. Then I think he plays like 25 minutes. Then I think he becomes one of the better plays on the slate. Moving on to Memphis. So Memphis is a team I do like here. Desmond Bane and Xavier Tillman at the top. Bane at 8.8K should play around 30 minutes. Again, he's going to run a lot of the point guard. Had a kind of subpar game last game, but we saw the upside the first game. So I do like Bane as a spend up, and I also like Tillman. Both, I think, pretty safe. Again, Tillman's a guy, a stat sheet stuffer. 15, 8, and 7 game 1. 14, 4, and 7 game 2. Some blocks, some steals in there. I think he's definitely one of the safer spend ups to the board. Zaire Williams, too pricey for me. Keep an eye on the starting lineup here for Killian Tilly. He started game 1, played 26 minutes. Came off the bench game 2. If he comes off the bench, no interest. If he starts, a little bit of interest. And then John Conchar at 6'8", I think is a pretty safe play. Should play close to 30 minutes. He played 34 last game. Again, with Conchar, the thing I like about him, great at stuff in the stat sheet. 13 boards, 11 boards, 6 assists, 4 assists, right? He's a guy that can really do it all. He'll handle the point at times, too. So I think Conchar is pretty safe for his price. That's probably it, though, for me from Memphis. Let's move on to Sacramento. So Sacramento, that game was a blowout last game, so a lot of the starters only got like 22, 23 minutes. We have Davion Mitchell at the top at 8.1K. Viable spend up. Again, we'll handle the ball a decent amount, but I think I prefer a couple other guys. Met 2 at 7-1. Again, lost minutes last game because of the blowout. I think he plays close to that 30-minute mark, which makes him a fair play. Guy that can get those blocks and steals, obviously. And then a couple of value plays I want to mention here. Lewis King at 5K. Should play close to 30 minutes. A guy that's a good rebounder, decent scorer. I like him for value once again. I will mention Terry. He's not going to play a ton of minutes, 18 and 14, but he's a guy that's a good rebounder. We've seen it first couple games, 6 and 10 boards. So contrarian value play, he's viable. All right, let's finish up, guys, with the Lakers and the Clippers. On the Lakers side, K-Cock's probably the only guy I'm really looking to at 7-3. I'm not going to play a ton of minutes, probably 25 to somewhere around 24 to 26, I'll say. But, again, offense does run through him. He's a good rebounder, can block some shots. So I think he's a fair spend up. The issue with him, though, is the minutes, not playing a ton of minutes. The rest of the Lakers, they're really, really spreading out the minutes for everyone. The only other guy I'll mention here, just for large field tournaments, is Yoli Childs. He is listed as a small forward, power forward. He is not. He is their backup center. He's played 15 minutes. He's gone for 17 and 20 fantasy points. So large field tournament play that he's worth a look. And finally, the LA Clippers. So Clippers are a team that I think are definitely underpriced. We'll start with Amir Coffey, who I think is to be very low owned. 1 of 9, 1 of 8 shooting first couple games. Imagine if he just has a decent shooting game. So Coffey, if you want to go to him as contrarian, like 1% play, you could do it and just hope he bounces back shooting wise. Now Daniel Toro, I think, is very safe. Should play, I would say, 25 to 28 minutes. Good rebounder, double first couple games. Good shot blocker, 4 and 5 blocks. Yeah, I think I like a Toro a good amount. And Jay Scrubb at 5'6". Feels underpriced, 30 and 31 minutes. He has shot 18 and 20 times the first 2 games. So, yeah, gotta like Jay Scrubb at that price. And there's still more. There is still more. Keon Johnson, their rookie at 5.1K, 28, 32 minutes. Let's take a look at how he shot so far. 4 of 16, 3 of 14. I would say that's pretty awful shooting-wise. 21, 26 fantasy points with awful shooting days. I think Keon Johnson makes for a good value play. Boston off the bench, 23, 26 minutes. Also is not shot well. I think he's viable. So, yeah, a lot to like here for the Clippers. Preston started both games. He only played 14 minutes the second game. I don't think he got injured, but that is a little bit concerning that he only played 14 minutes. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the video today. So if you have been enjoying the content so far, would really appreciate if you leave a like button on the video. Let's try to aim for 100. Subscribe if you haven't already. Again, half the people watching these videos are not subscribed. Please hit that subscribe button. It really does help me out a ton. And hit the notification bell so you don't upload videos and you don't go live. Thanks again, guys. Have a great night, and I will see you all in the next video.